What if I had told you after the confetti was being picked up that whenever Mike Tomlin would leave Pittsburgh, Mike McCarthy would be the one replacing him? What if I told you that on that night?
Well, how about there's a chance Aaron Rodgers could go back to Pittsburgh and it'd be Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers again?
Yeah.
Like, no, I wouldn't have thought that. But when there was a possibility of Mike leaving, with Mike being a Pittsburgh guy, then it made sense.
That would make sense.
But yeah, before then, no, I would have never thought
crazy,
that.
Right?
Who would have thought Mike Tomlin? I mean, thought he'd be there forever.
I thought he would be there forever too, and I'm kind of, I don't know if you have any relationship with him or if you've reached out to him or you had any.
No, I mean I know him in passing, but not personally.
Okay, and so but McCarthy, I was saying this too to the guys here. I don't know if we'll ever see, and I know that's crazy to say because anything's possible, certainly in the NFL. We'll never see a coach say, "Oh, I've been the coach of the Packers, Cowboys, and Steelers." That's incredible.
Yeah.
Three guys.
Three foundational franchises. Yeah, that's
pretty much. How do you think McCarthy's going to do there? What do you think?
Well, I think for Mike, he's had the luxury of having Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and Dak Prescott. And so I don't know what their situation quarterback is going to be. I don't know if A-Rod gives it one more run, to kind of bridge that gap. But he's going to have to find a quarterback. We know he's a good coach, but he's had some Hall of Famers, that he's coached as a head coach. So, I mean, he's going to be no different than any other coach. Ben Johnson waited till he got a chance to work with the great young quarterback.
Right.
Who's Mike going to be able to work with it in Pittsburgh to get that thing turned around?
That's why I think Malik Willis.
I like Malik, man.
I do too. I thought what he did this year was no flash in the pan.
Yeah,
he's been.
He did it last year too when he needed to. Yeah.
I just think the way that he plays and just his calm demeanor, but you can also see there's an intense burning. He's a good dude.
Yep.
Like
if you look at Sam Darnold and you look at his career path,
yes,
and what he's doing right now, we all look at him as playing the best ball he's ever played, but you would have never thought that 3-4 years ago. Malik, he's a young guy. Sometimes it takes time. It takes the right coaching, and being in the right environment. And Malik's had a little while to develop, played under LaFleur now, so he's been in that system, so he's been able to grow. So maybe, this is his time to go out there and see what he can do as a full-time starter.
I would 100%, if I am, a front office or, ownership suite. By the way, I'll take an ownership gig anytime. That's the guy I would want to target.
Yeah.
I would basically say, because Sam Darnold's, again, as you point out, a perfect example. Because, you take a look at the quarterbacks that are making $50 million, $55 million, 60 in the case of Dak as well. There's no rings there, man.
No.
There's some occasionally a Super Bowl appearance here and there, like Burrow's made one, just as an example. But, take a look again. Now Jalen Hurts is entering that realm. Mahomes, as we know, is on some sort of a friendly deal with the Chiefs, although locked up long term. I know it's easy to say find yourself a Sam Darnold, but that's the way to go, right? You've got $30 million invested in that position. You could spend it out. Spread it out the rest of your roster. Like, that's the way to go.
I mean, it's almost like when you look at college sports now.
Yes.
They're going to, a school like, a Michigan or Ohio State. They're going to go to another school that has developed a player for 2-3 years.
Right.
As opposed to going and getting guys out of high school. And it's sort of a similar situation. You got Malik Willis, who's been in the league now, 4 or 5 years. So he's been able to develop a little bit in the system. So you're getting a guy that's got some some wear and tear in the league, a little bit of experience. So you bring in an experienced guy, and then if you find another guy in the draft later in the rounds to come in and beat a competition for him, you do that. So you don't necessarily have to look at the draft to find the missing piece for your team.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.